Thank you, Chair. Minister, the veterans card that was mentioned in the presentation then, 20,000 is the number registered. Is that around correct?
That's correct.
Yep.
So far, over 20,000.
Okay, so we know that there's around 100,000 veterans in the state. That's about a fifth of veterans. Why do you think there's such a slow uptake?
Thank you very much for that question. And I think, just again, I'm really proud of the Victorian Veterans Card. This initiative is the first for this nation. And as I have indicated, there's over 20,000 veterans that have already registered since its launch in July 2023, which is around 20% of eligible veterans, we believe. We know that this program is important, and what I do say, importantly, this card has been something that the veterans community has embraced, but of course there needs to be more work when it comes to providing awareness, and sometimes veterans, for many reasons, do not register, and this is why it's so important. And I have been receiving feedback and consulting with our veterans community to look at how better, and we really need to, and I encourage committee members in your local communities to really promote Victorian Veterans Card. We know that it is a card that provides, some of the cost of living pressures, $100 off rego for light vehicles, free rego for trailers, and of course, free marine boating licence, fishing licence exemption, free public transport on Anzac Day and Remembrance Day. So my message to committee members, and I think to everybody, is that we need to continue to work in partnership with our local RSL sub-branches and of course our veterans groups and stakeholders to promote the Victorian Veterans Card. This is really important.
No one's denying that. I'm wanting to get to the reason why. For example, I was with a couple of Victorian veterans on Sunday who want a hard copy of a card. Is that on the cards? That's why they won't uptake it.
Thank you so much, and that's important feedback, and we're always looking at ways to improve the card into the future, and I'm happy to explore those, that feedback, and of course look at ways that we can improve the card. But as I've said, over 20,000 veterans is not a small number.
But is that the first time you've heard that feedback? Is that not something that's come across your desk before?
Well, I think the important for the program is the fact that we're the First Nation.
Sorry, Minister, again, in the interest of time, I've got very short time and it goes so quickly. Have you heard that feedback before? Has the department heard that feedback before? And will you commit to a hard copy of the card so that there is a more significant uptake of it? It's been around for a couple of years now, I believe. So
just to clarify that the Veterans Card is an online service through Service Victoria website.
Yep.
And of course, we have the opportunity, of course, to also print off the actual card, so you do have a hard copy of the Veterans Card. So that is available.
Veterans can print off themselves?
Absolutely, can print it off, absolutely. And again, I want to, for the committee, this is no small number. We have seen over 20,000 veterans sign up so far, and I would encourage the committee members, stakeholders, local RSL sub-branches to continue to promote this fantastic initiative. And as I said, this is a first for the nation. We are leaders in this space, and I know that other states look to us in relation to our Victoria Veterans Card. It's a small way, and as you would appreciate, a very small way of us acknowledging and saying thank you to our veterans for their service and sacrifice. And more importantly, it also is an opportunity for ADF personnel to join this, to be part of the Veterans Card, and it does provide, as I said, some cost of living measures, and of course, we know that it's important for younger veterans to remain active, and I know that.
Thank you, Minister. I might just, again, in the interest of time, I might go to Mr. Cootes. Do you have any insights on why the uptake's been so slow?
Sorry?
2 years, 20,000 over 2 years is not quick, and the feedback that we have directly received, I'm just wondering if there's any other reasons for it, and then I want to move on to the shrine in the last minute that I have left.
I think I've answered the question. I've made it very clear that we have seen over 20,000 veterans in this.
So you haven't had any other feedback?
Online, and have taken up this really fantastic, and we are proud of this program.
Thank you, Minister. Okay, thank you. If we can talk about the Shrine of Remembrance here, I think in the presentation I saw 2.4 billion over 2 years. Is that more than the Shrine was receiving last year?
Sorry, which page are you referring to in the budget papers?
I was actually referring to the presentation, your presentation at the beginning, where it illustrated that there were the figures. Just wanting to know whether the Shrine is getting an increased budget this year, and if so, how much?
Thank you for that question. And in the 25 and 26 budget, the government, through the Veterans Portfolio, will provide the Shrine with over $4.4 million to support its operation each and every day. That is an increase of $1.2 million per annum.
Okay. In addition to, is the additional funding to the Shrine tagged for particular programs or projects?
This funding, and of course the increase of 1.2 per annum to the Shrine, this will contribute to the Shrine's operating costs, including program delivery and essential building maintenance of the Shrine of Remembrance. And as I've indicated, this has been an increase of $1.2 million per annum.
But the Shrine lost $4.1 million last year, so why are you not covering that loss? Or is that the operational cost that it covers?
Where are you? I just need you to, if you can, where will we reference this in the budget page?
So the Shrine has, where are we? We're still on budget